understanding why you overthink doesn't mean you'll stop doing it. Many women reach a point where they can explain their anxiety, they can interrupt the overthinking spiral, maybe even recognize that trying harder spiritually isn't actually the answer. And yet they still don't feel stable. Because honestly, insight doesn't retrain your nervous system. And that is the key. And so you're thinking, oh, okay, I get it now. It's my nervous system. It's safety. It's all about safety. But when life hits you, you still spiral. Your thoughts come fast. The overthinking begins. Your emotions feel loud. And you start trying to think or pray your way out of it. Understanding why you overthink doesn't train your body to feel safe. In those moments where your body is starting to feel unsafe from all of the chaos, the spiral, the whatever is going on, understanding is not the key. Safety is the key. And that's the part most women are missing. Stopping anxiety isn't actually the goal. Emotional stability is. So stability means your emotions don't just take over. They don't have free reign. You are no longer subject to your emotions when you walk in emotional stability. So your mind doesn't spiral every time something happens, something hard happens, something stressful happens, something too big happens. And you can actually respond instead of react. But stability, like we've talked about, doesn't come from this insight. It comes from this repetition of continually practicing these practices or the ability to change your state and step into that peaceful place. And so that is what creates safety, is letting your body know that you're safe. It's not just understanding it with your mind. And you can absolutely piece tools together on your own. There are so many out there. There's great stuff out there. Real transformation happens when you practice it consistently and you process it honestly. You receive guidance from others who maybe have a different perspective or experience. And you stop trying to carry it all alone. And for years, I understood my anxiety intellectually. Actually, I was shocked that I even had anxiety because it mostly hit at night. When I wanted to go to sleep, my brain would just start to whooshing. And I understood later that I had anxiety and I was like, oh, this is fascinating. And so I read all the books. I prayed harder. I learned the tools. I did the stuff. I worked. I focused. I was hypervigilant. But I still felt really unstable when life hit. And that's when I realized something was missing, not more insight, but a process to retrain my nervous system. And that's when I began asking God for a different question, not how do I stop the anxiety? How do I sleep? Whatever. But how do I actually learn to feel safe? And this is the process that finally changed things for me. And that's why I created Unshakable Inner Stability for you. Because emotional stability follows a process. First comes awareness. You begin noticing what's happening inside of you instead of immediately reacting to it. You start to recognize thoughts, the triggers, the moments the nervous system shifts into fear. We've talked about that. You can't change anything if you don't notice it, if you don't see it, if you don't know it. Then comes safety. This is the key. Your nervous system has to learn how it's actually safe in order to be able to slow down. So most women try and control their thoughts, but like we talked about earlier, the body doesn't respond to control. It responds to safety. Let's be honest, nobody responds to control. Anyway, once awareness and safety start to build, something really powerful happens. You gain agency. And when I first was learning, I was like, agency, okay. But this is just a word that means you get to choose. You have a choice. And instead of reacting automatically, you begin to choose how you respond. The spiral starts. And instead of getting pulled into it, you actually know how to slow your body down, to step into a moment of gratitude, whatever the tool is you want to do, because you have become aware, you are creating the safety so that you can make the choice. You stop trying to control everything around you and you start leading your inner world with stability. This is the process we practice inside Unshakable Inner Stability. Not just learning about it, but practicing it. Inside this program, we build nervous system regulation, emotional honesty, identity rooted in safety and the Lord instead of control, and the tools that help stability become your baseline. It's a guided course with weekly live not coaching, it'll be group. We're going to talk through what you're doing, how you're doing it, questions you have, so that you're not just learning this, but you're actually practicing it with support from me and others who are doing it too. And if you're realizing you don't want to keep managing the spiral on your own, I've opened up the waitlist for the first round of Unshakable Inner Stability. When you join the waitlist, I'll send you a cheat sheet for the gratitude practice that we did a couple weeks ago so that you can have it the next time your mind starts spiraling. You'll also be first to hear about it when enrollment opens. And just so you know, I'll be offering a small early enrollment discount for those who are on the waitlist. So you can join that below because you don't have to figure this out alone. And if you haven't watched the rest of the videos in this playlist, check out the rest of the videos in the links below. I'll see you soon.